Everybody, I'm going to walk you through the steps it takes to create a team on SimpleLab. A team is one of the most efficient, most helpful tools on SimpleLab if you are working with a bunch of colleagues or as part of an organization and you want to keep track of a larger number of tests over time in one place. So if you and your colleagues are looking over results for different samples and you want to share access to those results together, or if you want to order a lot more tests either in bulk or over time, creating a SimpleLab team is the best way to do this. I want to show you today how to create a SimpleLab team from inside of your SimpleLab account. First thing you're going to do is go to gosimplelab.com, log in, sign in with your username and password. You'll be brought into the shop page. This is kind of our landing page. And from within the shop page on the top right-hand corner where it says your name, in this case, I've got the name Johnny Demo, and you'll see personal dashboard written below there. This is the non-team user login. So anyone who creates a SimpleLab user account is going to have a user account like this where it says personal dashboard. Now, if you are part of an organization or you work with a bunch of colleagues or other partners on a number of different sampling projects, or you want to share your results with teammates, like I said earlier, if you're placing a lot of orders, or if you want access to API integrations and other more sophisticated integrations from SimpleLab, you're going to need to create a team, and I'm showing you how to do it. Go on the top here. Once you've logged in, go to create a team. You'll get a little pop-up that looks like this. Here's a quick summary. Your team name will appear on every report. You can add additional team members. Teams can access, share tests and reports. Teams can use shared payment methods, and teams can customize the lab reports themselves. So we'll create a name of our team. In this case, we'll call it like Johnny Demo Team 1, and I'm going to give it a category of Commercial Filtration Engineering Consultant, create team. Now that I'm in here, I'll tell you kind of while we got this pop-up in front of us, you can change things about your team at pretty much any point in time. As the owner of a team, the person creating the team, you have a lot more configuration options than will the people you invite to the team who are just team members. One thing to remember is you can always edit these settings under this team settings button. You can skip it for now. I'm going to go straight into team settings, and you'll see right here what this consists of. Your team has general settings where you can upload a logo, some business information, reseller information if taxes and sales taxes are a consideration, add some addresses that you plan to ship to on a regular basis just for ease. What kind of contact notifications do you want to set up for you and your team members? Obviously, inviting a team member is a big part of this process. You can enter some email addresses here to bring in some colleagues and have them view your team with you, see results, place orders, etc. You can also design the report formats, how you want them to look, what kind of benchmarks you want to compare results to for water tests, for air, soil, surface water, food, sediment. There's a whole bunch of different types of lab reports for different types of lab tests, and you can configure the way they look there. There's a feature up here called Report, Review, and Release where you can establish kind of when the results come back from the laboratory, your team can review those results, add comments, add notes, do a little bit of research, do some thinking before releasing it to a final end user, if there is one. So if you've got a customer who's waiting to get some results back from an air test or a water test, you can review their results, add some notes, send it over to them when you're ready. You can also add custom messages onto the lab reports. Payments, a lot of people begin with a credit card payment because it's fastest and easiest to get up and running, but you can also submit online purchase orders and do ACH payments. There's a whole litany of ways you can pay for lab testing now, and we try to make them all as easy as possible for you to configure inside of the payment setting. And then finally, you have the lab storefront where you can enable your lab storefront, make it very easy for customers to order test kits directly from your private testing selection that you give them. You can turn this on or off, and when you do, you can add products from the SimpleLab library for your customers to access at your custom URL, and you can send this to customers in an email, you can link to it on your website, you can put it in your social, and that way customers can buy testing through your team. And that means your team gets to see the status of those tests your customers have ordered, gets to see the results and communicate with your customer about those results, and you get to kind of govern this whole process. The team storefronts function is super useful and all very easily configured from within team settings under storefront. This is how you make a SimpleLab team and how you configure your SimpleLab team. If you have questions, please reach out or leave them in the comments below. We'll put some links there so you can see some other information about creating a team and the benefits of creating a team. But as always, in the bottom right-hand corner, if you have questions, you can call us or you can live chat or you can email us and get them answered. We're happy to help. Thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing you ordering lab tests with SimpleLab.